The other day I got a comment on my video about my LWRC failure that I had. And I understand it technically wasn't an LWRC fault. It was kind of a ammo fault, which was, from the beginning we knew it was an ammo fault because it had done so much damage. But I got a comment the other day about did I get the rifle replaced? And yes, I did get a rifle replaced. I'm going to show you it. I've only shot it once since I've had it, and I just don't have the time to shoot it right now because I'm so busy at work and whatnot. So I'm going to show you the rifle real quick. So this is the new rifle. It's only got like 250 rounds through it right now, and I put my Holosun back on there, and it is pretty dang good. You got the logo right there. It's pretty good. Other than that, why is that not unsafe? Oh, that's why, because there's nothing in the chamber. Other than that, it got completely replaced. Really, it's still not. It's pretty much still brand new, even though it only has 250 rounds through it. Do a safety check real quick with my hands. Nothing in the chamber. Put that on safety. So it's all brand new. Obviously it's good that it got replaced in such a hurry. I don't think I'll get any customer service with a premium ammo manufacturer at all. But it's still crazy to think that I walked away without a scratch from that incident. Now, I emailed LWRC. I never got anything back, which was kind of unfortunate, but I'm not bothered by it. I sent them a compliment email saying that their essentially rifle held up in an overpressured round and it did its job. Here's my Holosun. Show the dot in there. It's pretty sweet. I love this red dot. It's a pretty good red dot. I want to get a bigger one, the 30 millimeter with the solar on it. Put a magnifier on it and see how that goes. But it's just overall, I'm so happy that I got it replaced. So, if you want, I'm just going to go through some specs with it. I'm going to start doing ammo testing with this. I've got some ammo that I want to burn off. Maybe just break in the barrel a little bit the barrel a little bit better before I go and start doing ammo testing, because I've heard that if you break in the barrel, which it doesn't really matter, I've heard a bunch of different stuff. So obviously it's still just in its glory right now. Barely any scratches, just sits in the bag right now. I got a 10 round magazine for ammo testing on a bench if I have to, but I have like 10 of these magazines, 11 I think, and a 40 round magazine, which I have right here from Magpul. If I can get it out. Oh, here's the shooting sticks that I use if I'm on a chair. I have a chair that I'll use. There's a magazine in the bag. I'm pretty sure it's in here. Yep. Here's my 40 round magazine. Oh yeah. And I've got Hornady 55 grain hollow points in there right now. Just kind of waiting. This is my home defense magazine, which, it's whatever. I've got the mag cap on there. I have more magazines that are filled up, but they're not. They're scrambled throughout the rest of the apartment. And so this is the IC Enhanced, by the way. I'll probably put that in the video. But that gas block is pretty nice. I'll do the suppressor one day when I get the time to spend the money on it. Shooting sticks that I use. Overall, just a really good. I'm just happy that I have it back. I got it back a little bit ago. I'll explain more. So essentially what went down is I showed up to the the guy that was going to replace my rifle. Apparently, there was a lot of emails sent between the guy that was replacing the rifle and the gun store that was going to do the replacement for me. I think it was a total of 36 emails total, which was crazy to hear, because this guy was so upset about having to pay for this rifle. But overall, I think paying for the rifle was better than paying for whatever bodily damage I was going to have from what happened. The rifle was replaced in full, whole new rifle, completely different serial number and everything was replaced, and that was one thing. I showed up probably around the end of the day. It was right before close, where the background checks were going to start closing, and we got it just in time. It was within at least 3 weeks of replacing it. And it was really simple. We picked it up and we went home with it. It was literally that quick. Obviously, I had to go through the background check and all that still, because you never know, people change their background checks all the time. But that's none of my business, and I know I have a good background check. So, it just was really easy. I would say that if you're gonna buy reloads, make sure you know that those people are gonna be able to replace your rifle, because I was scared when it initially happened. Like, the rifle was just done, and so I was like, I don't even know if this thing is gonna get replaced, and sure enough, it did, which was a miracle. But my lesson learned here is that I'm not going to be buying from them anymore. The 250 rounds, I will say that I shot, which is kind of hypocritical now that I think about it. The 250 rounds that I had shot was from the guy that replaced my rifle. Those rounds went straight through my rifle. It was perfectly fine, but I still have the batch of ammunition from the guy. I've called him multiple times about just giving him back the ammo, because I don't want it. I don't know if the lot's bad. And actually, I can bring out the ammo right now and show you why I think maybe this is the default lot. And I'll compare it to some premium ammo that I have in a can. So here's some Federal XM193 that I have. They come in the stripper clip here, as you can see. These are brand new casings, never been touched out of the box until now, obviously. Now here, if I can show you this camera, this is the 223 rounds right here that are essentially what I bought when the rifle faulted, or the ammo faulted. And looking at this one, yeah, there's a lot of dents in it, but it's not, I don't know. This technically, by default, is a 223 round. And this is obviously a reload, if I can get it to focus. I want it to focus here, give me a second. Alright, there it goes. Alright, so this used to be a Federal, because of that plus sign there that's on the bottom of the casing near my thumb. Sorry, my hands are dirty because I've been painting and stuff. But that's just unacceptable. Like, I don't even know what this is. But the failure was down here in the primer section, which this primer actually looks good. I think I pulled a primer out one day and I was just like, what the hell? This one looks good too. And this is about the best looking one, to be real. Little scuffs and stuff like that. That's fine, obviously. These were probably cleaned extensively, but you know, you could just look and it's just, I think what I had was a bad primer. Do I want to go shoot this? I don't really know. The outside looks dirty, but you know, it's probably just the same thing. Now you could probably say the same thing about these, right? But look at them. they look all the same, and they're not even damaged like these rounds, the 223 rounds that I have. They are really clean looking rounds, and they have obvious 5.56 characteristics, you know, with the blemishes in the brass and the, you know, it's XM 193. This is, you know, it's potent. I haven't shot it yet out of the rifle yet. I have magazines loaded, ready to go. I'll probably just put this back in the box. But that's where it comes out of, and then gives you like some stripper clips and the stripper clip removal, which I haven't gotten the trick down for. But other than that, this is just unacceptable ammunition. It just I've called a couple times. The guy, I'm just gonna call him Sea Dog. He never got back to me about replacing the ammunition or just taking this away from me. I just don't want it. I just might just go shoot it, which would suck if it just had faulted again. But I don't have a go no go machine, which would be nice to have, but I just don't. So it sucks. But we'll see what happens. Other than that, this is just unacceptable craftsmanship. But I mean, other than that, the rounds look fine. Other than they're just dented, and I don't know if the primers are good or not, or if they were crimped right or whatnot. Because this ammunition right here, in the same day, they had a slow burn. And this was like, when I talked to the gunsmiths, they said, yeah, this was the second time this has happened today, only this one is a lot worse. Because the first one they had was a slow burn. And obviously that's just not a good thing. This guy says that he uses high quality machines that do a lot of, you know, measurements and whatnot to make sure that these are good to go and whatnot. And, you know, I would like to believe him, you know. The website says it so, you know, what's not to like? Now here's a good looking piece of brass. This is not even damaged. It don't even look like I've been shot. But, you know, it's reloading. You never know what you're going to get. This is just the worst. This is probably the worst round in here. Am I expecting the best out of this? Probably not. Out of that, yes. No. Yes. No. It's just a matter of perspective, I guess. So, I mean, this guy says he uses the best and only the best, and I would have expected that, and now I've got a brand new rifle because his ammo failed. And there's a lot of ammo here. There was 250 rounds. I didn't even get through the whole bunch before my rifle failed. Which is, you know, that's bullshit, so to say. But other than that, I hope this is kind of informative and gives some perspective on some reload options that you may see. My suggestion is be careful. I've also shot 45 from the same company. These are Hornady Zombie Max 185 grain. These shoot crazy good. And their 45 is just inaccurate as crap. So now I only buy this, which is a 100 round value pack, which I got for almost $50, which is almost 50 cents a round, which was pretty damn good. So other than that, I hope this is informative on, you know, ammo choices in a replacement rifle that was almost $2,600. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm Claptrap. I'll see you later. Peace.